In 2015, I was 12, and my mom got sick, to the point where she couldn't work. She had home health nurses, feeding tubes, and regular month-long hospital stays. During this time, I looked forward to spending time with my dad. A week long of caring for my mum and a weekend for fun. I was excited for his weekends. However, around Christmas, I found a notebook that had pages and pages of statements in which my dad and his now wife thought my mom was an unfit parent. I thought to myself, unfit, she's sick and fragile and needs someone. So I stayed that weekend in my room and cried. I didn't eat, just slept and cried. When I made it back to my mom's, I told her I no longer wanted to go, and she allowed me until 2 months later. In the second week of the second semester, my dad came and picked me up from school and explained that I live with him now. Those first 2 months were the hardest because he didn't let me see my mom, took my phone when I wanted to talk to her, and removed my door from the wall. All in that time, he only comes back from work on the weekends, and I'm walking, driving to grocery stores, and my brother's school, and cooking dinner every night with a secret credit card I had to hide from his wife. When she came in early from work and found my card before I got out of school, my dad came home and destroyed every piece of furniture in my room and choked me. I was 13. All I could do was cry and call my mum. She told CPS, and he did it again. I hated my life. That summer, I seen my mum for the first time in months and hated to go back. We bonded and enjoyed our time until he called the police and made us go home. But this time, it was a new home. His wife was gone and it was just me in my first week of high school. He broke down to me my rules. I get one extracurricular. I have to wash his uniform daily. I need to make his lunch. I should pick my brother up from school and go with him to each football practice. I cook dinner every night and I'm to be asleep by 9 o'clock. Fair enough. I roll with the punches. First semester goes by fine. I make lots of friends with a new identity and persona I created. And I'm excelling in choir and straight A's in my classes. Second semester, however, my dad starts a new job where he's making less, so now my grocery budget decreased. And I'm kind of stressed. He's constantly agitated, and my extracurricular has to get dropped. I understand, so I keep it to myself and stay in my room more and bond with my friends more. About a month left of second semester, my friends and I are caught skipping homeroom in the bathroom to copy each other homework. We're taken to the office, and they call our parents. My dad comes home livid and curses me out for about an hour. At this point, I'm emotionless. I'm numb to everything and look him in his eyes and say, "Yes, sir," just because I'm obligated. ATP. He jumps on me and chokes me with all his strength. I kick him off until a straight-out brawl starts. We are fighting blow for blow. By the end of the fight, he has a knee on my abdomen and a hand on my neck, choking me for 45 minutes, until his mom comes and makes him get off. I go in my room, jump out the window to the neighbors, and call the police. I'm taken away in an ambulance. After 6 hours of nothing, I find out I have intestinal bleeding and required to stay in the hospital for 2 days and in the psych ward for 2 weeks. Upon my release, I'm prescribed meds that make me numb to everything. The next few years of my life is a blur, until my senior year when my dad moves us back to MH hometown, a mile away from my mum. I'm in a new school, but gets to see her for 20 hours a week. So I get to spend 2 nights and 1 hour a day here. It's convenient, and I finally have a space to talk about my feelings. I get a boyfriend. I tutor every day. College applications are great. I start the track team. Still obese, about 255 at this point. Then COVID starts. The second month of the shutdown, I turn 18, move out from my dad's, graduate high school, and is able to visit my boyfriend almost every day. He comes and visits on weekends. That fall, however, my mum's eldest daughter, my sister, Drug addiction gets worse, and her 3 kids come to live with us. At the rim, I was 500 miles away at college. So was my boyfriend. His college is only 8 miles from mine, but he's 2 years older. By that 3rd month in, a second wave of COVID happens and requires another shutdown. My mom calls me and tells me she is once more in the hospital and dropped my nieces and nephew off with my cousin. So we came home and changed my courses to online while the shutdown was in action and raised my nieces and nephew. This was good. Maintaining a 3.0 GPA. I am working as a pizza delivery driver, going online classes, and still taking care of the kids daily. My boyfriend got a job in his field, so I no longer had to work. My plate softened, and instead of supporting key struggles, for the next year and a half, my dad called me every week and told me I'm a failure. I will stop out, and if I'm not already pregnant, I will be. I understood his concerns and told him I'm using protection. I only see my boyfriend 1 week a month, and I regularly posted my academic achievements online over the course of a year and a half. After I got engaged and bought the 5 of us a house closer to my school, so I can now take hybrid classes. He still had not stopped. Soon a whim, I changed my number, deactivated all socials, and avoided contact from all his family. Doing this caused me next levels of stress and anxiety that he would find me until I gave myself stomach ulcers. I had to have surgery, and instead of a repair, they gave me a partial bypass. So in recovery, I healed horribly. It took me a year to be able to sit up without assistance. In that time, I sold my home and moved back in with my mom, due to the fact that it was difficult to do it all by myself, with the scar tissue growing as rapidly as it does. I only have 1 year of undergrad left, and my dad found me at the grocery store about a month ago and seen me in sweatpants and a t-shirt and thought that his predictions came true and ranted in the middle of the store about the whore and retard I turned out to be. This past week he reached out and apologized for everything and told me that if I can turn my life around, or if I just want to talk about my feelings, I can turn to him. I'm angry. My mom agrees to keep away. My fiancé agrees. But my grandma and uncles and aunts tell me to give him a call. I just don't see myself forgiving him. Should I? In the future, I know I would like to have him as a person that my kids know, but I'm not sure how not to hate him. Guys, this story was a lot. If you like these type of stories, subscribe for more stories and comment down your thoughts.